Hello, everybody. Man, I bet you've been wondering where in the heck I've been. I am finally feeling better, and I would like to say thank you because so many of you contacted me and kept up with me. How are you doing? I hope you're feeling better. And I appreciate that. And I started feeling better last week, maybe about Thursday or so, and I got a chance to tell you a little bit about what's been going on. Man, I've actually been super busy, but it's been like super awesome. I mean, I've had so much fun the last few days. I went to the woodworking show up in Indianapolis this over the weekend. Lynn Lacey from LL Woodworks flew in from Dallas, Texas, and I picked him up at the airport, and he and I drove up to Indy together. Had a great time, man. You don't get to spend time with people that often. So we got a chance to spend time together. We got a chance to talk. We shared ideas, bounced ideas off each other, even tackled a couple of problems, that we were trying to figure out together and put our heads together and really came up with some cool stuff. Lynn's a really cool guy. We met up with Mike Fulton, Corey Irwin, and Guy Dunlap when we got up to Indianapolis. We hung out actually Friday night at Mike Fulton's shop till, I don't know, maybe 11:30 at night or something. We stayed up there pretty late hanging out. Had a good time, man, just hanging out at Mike's shop, talking woodworking with the guys. Got up the next day, went to the show. I bought a few things. I didn't buy anything much. I got a couple of glue bots. I got the regular glue bot and the baby bot. I picked up a roller that it's got a hard roller on it, and you put the glue in it, and you can, roll it back and forth on wood. It's supposed to be, Guy Dunlap recommended it for cutting boards and things like that. He had seen that I was doing a cutting board. And then picked up, let's see, I got some pin kits, but they didn't have bushings and stuff. They were just selling the kits too for $10. They're kind of like a, oh shoot, I would forget the name of the kit. Darn it, it'll come to me in a minute. So I went to Woodcraft. Lynn and I, when we left the show, went to Woodcraft, and I bought bushings there. I bought drill bits there, just all kinds of little knick-knacky stuff I needed for the shop. We went over to Wood Turnings, but they were closed. Then we ended up going to a pet store, and then Lowe's. And the reason why is we were trying to hammer out an idea, and I need this rubber tubing for it. There is a device that you can put on your scroll saw, and it sucks the dust up from underneath the scroll saw and from above the scroll saw. It's non-invasive, so it's not in your way. But when you're over a scroll saw leaning over it, all that dust, especially that exotic dust from the exotics, will get in your nose, and it can be bad for you. It can cause reactions. So we hacked out the parts. We looked at this device and thought, it makes sense. Mike Fulton even has one, and we got a chance to actually test it in his shop, and it works amazing. So we were both trying to debate whether or not to buy one. So we thought, well, let's just go to Lowe's and see what we can make one for. And we went to Lowe's and hammered it out, and I think you can make it. I've got about $12 invested in mine, and I didn't have to buy the tee. Mike had a tee that he gave me, so another couple of bucks. I think for under 15 bucks you can do it. I'm not going to be able to do a video on this, and the reason why is the dude has a patent on it, and I'm not going to infringe on some guy's patent. He worked hard, he put a lot of money into it, but there's nothing wrong with going out to Lowe's, buying parts, and building something for your personal use in your own shop. It's not something I'm going to sell. It's not something I'm going to exploit in a video. So, I'm just a guy building something. So, but I'm looking forward to that. That's going to help. And the show, let me get back to the show. We got there at 10 o'clock when it opened. The aisles are maybe 50 feet long. They're not that long. It took us 2.5 hours to get through the first aisle. It was amazing. Viewers, we had YouTube viewers coming up to us, recognized us, and they're like, oh, hey, Bob, how you doing? Lynn, how you doing? And just talking shop, telling us about projects they did, asking questions about projects we did, taking photos with us. It's funny because it's a little, let me tell you, it's kind of different because someone walks up to you, and in these videos, I talk about my kids sometimes, or my wife, or my dog, or my car, and different things. And so people know things about me and different aspects of my life, and they walk up and they're like, "Hey, man, did you get your car running?" And they're invested in it. And then I'm like, well, wait, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but sometimes I don't immediately know who they are because, you get this little half-inch by half-inch thumbnail, and it's sometimes hard to put a face, that face with a real face. But once you get introduced, you're like, oh man, I recognize this guy. Man, he contacts me all the time. We talk all the time. You meet the nicest darn people. I mean, I can't say enough for the people I met. Every single person was just fantastic. They all had a story. We talked. I tried to spend as much time talking to everyone as I could. And you guys know I love to talk, huh? and then it was fantastic. I met the greatest. I got to meet some of the guys' wives, some really sweet ladies, and I really enjoyed meeting them. I had the best time meeting people and just talking. The show was small. It was smaller than last year. I was honestly a little disappointed, and I hope they're able to do something to make it better next year. But the people made the whole darn trip. And that night, Saturday night, we had a get together at a place, and it was, I bet there were 30 people that showed up, and I just talked with everybody. I mean, everybody was really awesome. It was great. Couple of more things. Lynn Lacey bought me some, he brought it up with him, some veneer. It's, I've got it in this pack right here. It's going to be hard to take out, so I won't, but it's colored veneer. There is blues and reds and blacks and whites. So we're going to have some veneer projects coming up. I bought some stuff for the shop. I bought some bolts because on my loft up here, and let me pull over here by the loft, it may be hard to see because it's dark. Notice how the boards are separating. I didn't bolt them together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew the decking that's screwed into those boards, and I got some big old lag bolts here, and I'm gonna lag those boards together and then re-screw the decking down, because I don't want the boards going different directions. What else? Oh my gosh, man! I'm so energized from the show and from talking to Lynn and Mike and all of the viewers. I'm just energized. I'm excited. I got a lot of ideas, new ideas. People were coming up and giving me ideas. Try this, try that. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to steal your idea. I'm like, no, man, do it. I want to see what you do. So I've got a couple of special requests from some of the viewers I'm going to try to do. I don't even know what to tell you guys. I mean, I've talked all this time. I'm just so excited and so ready to get back into the shop. And I'm out here tonight. It is 20 minutes after 8. My kids go to bed at 8:30, so I got to go back in 10 minutes, but I'm going to come back out. And I think what I'm going to do is just work on my scroll saw just a little bit tonight and try to get some of this piping in, just so I can get something done and move something off my bench, because I've bought so much stuff and I've got so much stuff laying around, from other projects. I'm going to start trying to finish up some of these projects, and I will keep you guys posted. Like I said, I'm not gonna post a lot about this scroll saw dust collection because it's just not right to do that to somebody. So I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't want somebody doing it to me. But go out on the web and look up, scroll saw dust collection, and you'll see it is a really great product. I'm gonna tell you, it works fantastic. I just was a little concerned about the price. So that's why, if you have the time to spend to build it, it'll probably end up costing me time-wise and material-wise more than $59. But, it's the challenge. Half the fun is building it. So I've got some great pin ideas for you guys coming. This is going to be a killer weekend. I just looked at the map. It's going to be in the 60s this weekend. It is going to be raining, but I'm in a garage. So Saturday, and there's no tournament this weekend. My kids don't have anything really going on. I think we have to go to a play late Saturday night for a good friend of ours. But I'm going to put a water pump in my car this weekend. And then after I put the water pump in, the rest of my time is free. I am going to work hard. I certainly hope nothing else comes up, because I'm going to get in this shop and I am ready to have some fun. I want to get to going on a couple of projects so that I can have a few videos lined up. Hopefully in the next week or so, get a video, 2-3 videos out to you guys. But man, thanks for hanging out, and thank you for sticking with me. I know this was rough because I got sick and I just wasn't doing anything except for laying on the couch, but I'm better. I'm back. And I am so pumped up. This show was the best thing that could have happened to me, and the timing was perfect, and the people were amazing, and I am ready to give you guys some cool stuff. I'm hoping both channels are going to light up. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and thanks for listening to me jabber for, I don't know, 10 minutes here probably. I hope it's not that long. but thanks a lot, and be ready, because I'm going to have some videos coming out definitely starting this weekend, but I'm hoping this week, depending on how things go with archery practice, hopefully this week I'll have an opportunity to get out here and really maybe get started on some projects, and I can give you guys some videos on what's kicking. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.